Manchester United news show. So I am recording today because I have a few errands to run, so I can't do it live. This is kind of a news show slash debrief from yesterday's game. So let's jump right into it, right? I feel like yesterday was kind of a tale of two halves. I feel like the first few minutes we came out really strong, which was really good. As you know, I'm Amram out, but I put that down to Amram. I think he really motivated the guys and got them firing and had them come out really strong. So hats off to him for that. Um, and then, we pressed and pressed and we got the reward, right? The keeper comes out, makes a dumb mistake, Sanchez, and you know, they go a man down, right? And then we take advantage of it as we should have, score the two goals. And we were kind of cruising for that point. Probably looking for more. Then unfortunately Casemiro makes the dumb tackle, second yellow, red card, right? So then we even back out. And this is where it comes back around to my original prediction for the game. Originally I said we probably draw this game. Um, and honestly, even though we started out great, I felt like it probably would have been a draw. Then when we went up a man, I felt like, okay, we definitely are going to win this because I mean, you're up a man, right? And you started out well. Um, but then when we went level again, it kind of felt like we might be looking at a draw despite being 2 goals up. So that was kind of my thought on that. And then it kind of looked like it in the second half, right? So I kind of call this a tale of two halves. The second half, I feel like it was more Chelsea involved and threatening our goal, and obviously they got the goal from Chalaba. But yeah, I celebrate the 3 points, and I credit Amram with a lot of that. But you know, if we had to go the full game even 11 on 11 or 10 on 10, whatever, 9 on 9, heck, who cares? I think it would have been a draw. So I would say that, we take we take 3 points, we celebrate it, but we keep working. We keep working. The board needs to keep working to try and find new signings to improve the squad. The players need to keep working to improve. Amram needs to keep working to improve. So we should build from this momentum. As the time of at the time of recording, excuse me, we are in 10th place, 2 points outside of the top five position. The only team in the top five who has not played 5 games yet, I believe, is Arsenal. They're playing with City today, I think. Or is that tomorrow? Today or tomorrow? Anyway, so obviously that kind of moves things around there. But I mean, what, 2 points outside of a top five position? Not bad. And if we go into the next 2 games, Brentford and Sunderland, and do what we're supposed to do, and get 6 points from those, we're kind of approaching being around it, right? Which is the goal, to kind of get back to being around it at least. Obviously, we're not going to jump from 15th to table or Premier League winners in one season. That's just not how it works, right? But if we could show good progress this season if we capitalize on these next 2 games, and get 6 points, and then keep going from there, keep battling, keep grinding week in and week out, take advantage of having these, long breaks between games, and come out sharp the way that we started against Chelsea, and thinking back the way we started against Arsenal, right? So I think we need to do that to come good this season. And then, who knows, right? If we make some January midfield signings and other signings potentially, probably just one in January, right? Because it's January. Um, and things improve, then I will change my tune about Emram. But so far, as I said, I'm still in the camp of Emram out. I try not to waver until I see solid evidence to change my opinion. Unlike some people who kind of will steer you in one direction and then say, "Why are you going in that direction?" That's not what we do on this channel, right? So anyway, those are just my quick thoughts on that. People were making a big deal out of what Ahmad and Garnacho exchanging jerseys. I mean, they could be friends, right? Like, yes, we know what Garnacho has done publicly. We don't know him privately, right? So I mean, he might be an R8 guy, right? We don't know. We don't know. Um, and you can't bar people from having friends, right? Like, they're teammates, right? If you've been on any kind of team that plays to any competitive level, you're kind of in the trenches together, right? Even the folks that you may not like so much, there's still that camaraderie there. You're still in the trenches together. So, I mean, let's not make a big deal of it, right? Also, Ahmad, I thought played well. I saw some hate towards Ahmad. I'm like, why? Like, if he played well, I think Dorgu played well also. I wish we could have seen more of Sheshko, but changes had to be made. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm feeling good after that game. Again, 3 points, so that's always something to feel good about. And I feel good about what I saw in terms of moving in the right direction. Still not there yet, but feel good about that. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's other news, right? Like, excuse me, there's, the news about I think our under 21 assistant manager has gone to Arsenal or something like that. So, whatever. Um, I'll report it, but not really a whole lot to talk about there. Um, I'm trying to think what else on Manchester United I wanted to talk about before I jump to one other important topic slash statement. Um, so let me just scan my notes really quickly. Um, oh yeah, the women have a big game today against Arsenal. That's big. So please make sure that you support, check that out if you can. It's actually at the time of recording, we're about 4 minutes into it. This will be a big, big, big test. Chelsea won earlier today, so they're back top of the table. But if we can defeat Arsenal today, we will be top. If Arsenal win, they are top. It's looking like a very classic big four in the women's side. Chelsea, United, Arsenal. Well, I mean, City, I guess you can call it a classic big four now with City in there, right? I mean, if you're my age, you remember when they weren't so good. But anyway, um, yeah, so definitely check that out. Support, support, support. Um, and like, share, and subscribe. I think the only other quick thing that I wanted to touch on is obviously, sad news coming from the Liverpool camp, right? In regards to Matt Beard, he was involved with the women's team at Liverpool. Obviously he's recently passed away. So, you know, I think you can kind of read between the lines given his age of 47 and the sudden passing. And I think a post that his son posted. So you can kind of read between the lines as far as the cause. So just a quick general message, right? Just like, take each day as one day. Try to keep your head above water. Try to do things positive each day that brighten your day or brighten someone else's day. Take time with others. Try and be a shoulder, right? But also, protect your own space and your own mental health. Um, and we can buy all the things that we want to, but the people around us really do bring us the most wealth and joy. um, so I would just make sure you reach out to one another and stay close, make an effort to continue relationships and be friends, or what have you, and just support each other. So I'll just say that, right? I don't want to get too deep into it, but obviously you can read the stories for yourself. But just want to kind of end on that message, and I will leave it there. Like I said, I got to keep it short today. I got to actually run to a family and friend gathering myself. So you know I'll leave it with that, and just please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.